Okay, I've showed you how to do straight stitches and blanket stitch and chain stitch, and that is how I made 3 of the flowers on this piece. But right now I'm going to show you French knots, which I put in the middle of these. I also have French knots on a straight stitch here, and I'm also going to show you the woven wheel rows, how to do that one. So to start with, we're going to start with the a French knot. Here's my sample piece, and I'm going to say come up in the middle of this flower to put a French knot. And a standard French knot, you take the yarn and you take your needle and you wrap around your yarn coming out of the fabric once. So that's just like that, around to the right and behind. Hold the yarn on your needle and insert the hook back down in the same hole where you came up. Pull the yarn snug on the needle so that that wrap stays snug. Then pull your yarn through, all the while holding snug onto that tail to keep the knot there. And there you go. Now, the thing with yarn like that and doing it on this fabric is that if you pull too much, you're just going to pull your knot right out, especially if you're going back down in the exact same hole you came up. So, another way to do it would be, I'm going to use a different color at this point. The trick with our piece is that you're going to go down slightly off from where you came up. And I mean just slightly. Just get a couple of plies or just one strand of yarn width across to go back down. Let's say we do one here. And here I'm going to come up between some strands of yarn right in the middle of my stitch. Again, take my needle, wrap around once, hold it on the needle, and instead of going back down in the exact same hole right there, I'm going to just split the plies right next to it. So you can see there's just one little ply in between, and still pull that snug on your needle and pull it all the way through. Work with your knot to keep it on the surface. And there you go. And you can do a series of these all next to each other.